Hi, I'm Elaine. Welcome to my blog .stampwithelaine.com and welcome to this Wednesday's project. Today I have a money wallet for you. My dimensions are made to fit 10 or £20 notes in UK, but you can resize the width of your wallet to fit your currency wherever you are in the world. I'm not going to show you how to decorate it, but I will show you how to score and cut the wallet and assemble it, and then I'll show you some samples of how I decorated mine. Just take an A4 sheet. Now in Europe ours measures slightly larger than the American one. This is 8 1/4 by 11 3/4. So you score it on the trimmer at 3 3/4 inches with a light grey blade, and then where you've previously scored you line it up at the 3 1/4 inch mark again and score a second time. Let me zoom in. Slide it along to the left and line that up, the line you've just scored, at the 3 3/4 inch mark, and score again with the light grey blade. I'm off the camera, sorry. Score again with the light grey blade, and then that up at the 3 3/4 inch mark again, and then you want to scoot it to the right just a tad because you want this last panel slightly narrower, and then you cut off that strip. So this time you use your dark grey blade to cut. Cardstock will measure 11 3/16 of an inch, I think. You turn it on the short side, and this time you want to score it at the 1/2 inch mark. This is your shorter panel. This is the side you want to score at the 1/2 inch mark with a light grey blade up to that first score line. Okay, then with the dark grey blade you move that up to this score line here and you cut right down to the end, so you've got this piece flapping in the left hand panel and the middle panel. Bring in the scissors and you want to cut an angled way to create your tab. I'm going to burnish my score lines so you can see it a bit better. Bring back my scoreboard, and this time with the tab on the left I line that up on the score line at 2 inches, and I make a little mark with the light grey blade, and then basically I want to cut from that mark up to this point here. So I'll put that in the groove and then use my dark grey blade and cut up to that mark. So now you've created your wallet. Put sticky strip or fast fuse tape on this portion here, but before you do that you want to put your designer series paper on. Now we progress to step 2, so you can customize the envelopes, and the envelopes act as the gift packaging as well. I think the papers I used here was the Around the World Christmas series, and this one is called Be Merry, and I think it's from the annual catalogue. So to make the envelope that will fit this wallet, you need to cut your designer series paper at 9 3/8 inches, and basically it's a square, so it's 9 3/8 inches on this side as well. So keep these because they'll come in useful for decorating the card wallet. So bring in your envelope punch board and you line up your paper at the 3 1/4 inch mark, and then just punch and score. Now obviously it won't go all the way down, but that doesn't matter, and you need to use the previously score line as a guideline for the rest of your punch and score marks. So if you just take it out of the envelope punch board and fold it along, then you'll have the crease line, the score line all the way to the end. It's no problem with the short side, only with the long side. So this is the long side now, and obviously it won't go all the way to the end, so all you have to do is just fold it. And then you've got the guideline to score your punch and score the next side. Okay, then just round off the corners at the top of the punch board. I'm sorry, I should have explained about the envelope punch board. I just assumed that everybody knows how to use one. The envelope punch board has got measurements on a grid on the board itself, and there are directions on how to use it. So you select your card size, your paper size, and this tells you where to score along the top here. And as you've seen, that's how I scored it. So this is your score guide, the beak, and that's the groove where you should score. You can store your scoring tool inside the envelope punch board, like so, and underneath you can see that there's a corner rounder punch at the top, so that will punch out and round off the corners of your envelope. I'm going to reinforce all the score lines on the envelope, and you don't want to press too hard because it might make the DSP crack, and you don't want that. Now you can see that this is an excess overhang here for the envelope, so you want to cut that off. So let's turn it on the other side so you can see it better. Okay, so I want to cut off this bit here, so I'm going to make a mark where the paper intersects each other here. Bring back my trimmer, and I'm going to cut in between those two marks I just made. And do the same for this side, but I don't want it to cut off as much. And this is really handy because the designer paper's already got a line on the back, so that acts as a good guideline for you. Now you can just put adhesive on this side. I'm just going to use fast fuse for speed. And that will go on top. And that's your envelope ready. Now remember these pieces of paper I had left over Well, you can use that to decorate your card stock with. So you can either use this piece to go down this way vertically, or you can use the horizontal piece to go across horizontally. All you have to do is just offer it up, glue it down, and then trim the excess off. And if you're putting DSP on this side, then you'll need to trim it down to 2 inches, which is the height of this pocket here. Just to demonstrate, I'll cut off a 3 3/4 inch strip. And adhere it to my card front. Then with this piece, I need to narrow it down, so cut it at 2 inch width. Put fast fuse on the flap and then fold it over and adhere it to the middle panel. And if you find that it's still sticking, then trim off a little bit. And it should close quite easily. Then once you've decorated, stamped and embellished it, it's all ready to go. Pop it in the envelope, put your money in, and you can make a belly band with a tag. Here are some other samples I've used to decorate mine with. This one I just used the designer series paper to decorate it. You can use different stamp sets to decorate it with. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you do like it, then please give me a thumbs up, subscribe or share on Facebook, and my grateful thanks if you do. If you're watching from YouTube, you'll find the list of supplies I use below this video in the Show More section, with direct links to my online store. They'll also be listed on my blog here at blog.stampwithelaine.com. You'll find me on Facebook, Pinterest or Instagram. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon. Bye!